welcome. Have you ever had your real estate advisor or any professional that you've worked with discuss their actual goals and aspirations with you? Because today, that's exactly what Dylan and I are planning to do. So we want to welcome you to the sixth episode of the Pure Michigan Properties podcast.
Wow. We're on 6 episodes.
We are on 6 episodes for the season 2.
Season 2.
So remind you, if you haven't caught up, or if they haven't caught up, Dylan, it's about time that they do so.
And I want to even remind them, turn those notifications on, because you might subscribe, but you won't know those. I mean, hopefully they know that every Wednesday, 3 p.m., a new episode's going to go out. But sometimes, even for me, I need that constant reminder.
Fair enough.
So, I think definitely I would turn on those notifications, let everybody remind themselves that a new episode just dropped.
We live busy lives, so don't miss out. Maybe some information that one can add to their tool belt, right?
Yep.
Learn something new every day.
Yep. And I want to get a little bit more excitement going, because Shalaunda and I, we were talking before we started filming today, and I really do believe we have some really good episodes. And I want to say, when we talk about really good, more importantly, really valuable, different topics that I think that, especially if you're focused on the Michigan market and what's happening. Shalaunda and I were talking a little bit behind the scenes about what's to come, and I'm really, really excited about the future of this podcast.
You know what? From where we started to where we are today, Dylan, I'm super excited as well. The value that we are here to, just give out to the consumers. So I'm so excited for what's coming.
Me too.
Yeah.
I feel like the future's bright.
I wish someone would have kind of just been there to educate, and inform myself, right? So
100%. I mean, at the end of the day, what I even like to think about is we're really building a value asset for our viewers, for everybody who's watching, right? So that even if you are in tune with us in a year from now, cool part is you get to go back and watch the past episodes and get really caught up with us, because these episodes, they're here forever. They live forever. So definitely take a look back. And I think even the cool part, Shalaunda, and this is not something we talked about off camera, but I liked watching from our first episode to where we are today.
To where we are now.
From season 1, episode 1.
Yes.
When we were first just introducing ourselves, and we were just babies in this industry.
That's it.
Look at us now.
Now we're toddlers.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right? And toddlers, they learn something new every day, and they're always excited to share.
100%.
They're ready to showcase off that new skill that they learned or whatever.
Yes. Wait till we're teenagers.
Just wait, you guys.
Season 3.
Season 3, yes.
But so, Shalaunda, I think you're getting into talking about what's the episode about today?
So today, Dylan, and we discussed that let's give our viewers a little bit of what our goals are, what our aspirations are, because at the end of the day, I think this is important for our audience to understand why now, why us. We talked a little bit about the why in the past episodes, but this is specific, I think, to our industry, our profession, where I know we dug into the conversation, delve into it, and it got personal and things like that. So, but let's talk about our actual career journey.
So, do you want to start? Because I'm going to ask you a question, and as good attorneys do, I feel like I already know the answer that you're about to say. So, my question to you, Shalaunda, is: has your goals changed from when you started, from day one, you're licensed, you're walking into the office, to where you are today?
And the answer to that question, and that's a very good question, the answer is no.
Actually, that was not what I was expecting you to say, so.
Nope. You were expecting me to say yes?
I was expecting you to say yes.
Well, tell me more.
So for me, and everybody's goals are different, right?
Yes.
So I want to be very transparent, as always.
Yes.
If we're talking about goals as far as production, my goal for my first year was just to sell one home.
Yes.
That was my goal. If I sold one home, I was happy. This year,
What's your
this year, my goal is to sell 17.
Okay.
So that goal
Nice
has
job.
changed dramatically.
Okay.
The strategy also has changed a lot. And we'll kind of highlight a little bit
Let's
into
talk
that
about
as
that.
well. Because if there's no strategy behind your goal, a goal is just a goal.
And so for me, since we're being transparent, my goal was I had a 5-year plan. Real estate was something that I only knew from a personal perspective. So my goal first year was to learn about the industry. I'll be honest. I really never expected to sell anything first year, right? And so I know who I am, right? And then year 2 was implementing, what I learned from year 1, and so forth and so forth.
I want to give a shout out actually, because you're kind of getting into what I was going to say about your first year. You didn't really care if you sold anything. You really just wanted to learn as much as you could.
Yes.
You wanted to learn about the industry so that you're able to go out and execute to perfection, call it that.
Yes.
So I have a mentor. His name is Jarvis King. So
Okay.
Jarvis, if you're watching this,
Shout out to Jarvis.
I want to give you a huge shout out because you said something to me that I will never forget. You said to me, your first year, work to learn. Go to every class,
Yes.
every coaching session, every training session, every networking event you could go to. Learn as much as you can. And he told me this,
Yes.
be a sponge. Soak it all in. He
Okay.
said, so that was your first year. First year, work to learn. Your second year, work to earn.
Yes. Okay.
And that's something I've never forgotten. I remember walking in to my coaching session the first day, and I told my coach, I was like, I don't care if I sell 5 homes, 500 homes. I just want to learn as much as I can. And she kind of looked at me and was like, but that doesn't pay your bills. And I was like, I understand.
And that's solid though, right? And it holds a lot of truth, right? That's why when, let's say doctors, right? They have so many years of residency to do, right? Before they can actually, go out and work on their own, before they can work on their own.
Right.
So, for me, it's, and we talked about this before, detailed oriented, right? So I need to see things have a certain order so that when I execute, I don't have to worry about the things that I may miss. I'm able to flawlessly execute it or seamlessly execute,
Right. And I feel like that also, even with your checklist, right?
Yeah.
Because remind me how many steps are on that checklist.
179.
179. That 179 step checklist came because you did the work to learn what are those steps and why are they important.
Correct.
Because each line on that checklist, each bullet on that checklist has a reason for being there.
Ta-da! But no, in all seriousness, it does, right? Because for me, if I'm looking to scale, my goal is to do good business, right? And when you do good business, then the sky's the limit at the end of the day.
Right.
So whether I have a goal, I set a goal to sell maybe 20 homes, which in the future, right, that'll just come naturally because of me doing good business, and likewise for you, right?
Right.
And so That's it.
And I want to expand on that just a little bit more because when we're talking about doing good at business, right?
Yes.
A lot of how real estate agents build their business, call it the top producers, they build their business off of sphere and referrals.
Yes.
And we talked a little bit about spheres last episode or a couple episodes ago.
Yes.
And so when you do good business, people want to refer you. We call it being referable.
Absolutely.
Right? So when you're referable,
yep,
people trust you.
Absolutely.
Because of the work you provided, the trust you've built,
Indeed.
and the evidence you provided or shown.
That's right.
To say, hey, back to your 179 step checklist, where you're thorough. You make sure that there's no stone left unturned.
Well, and that's just for me in regards to the process of buying and selling, right? I like to spend my time to do what's important, servicing my clients.
Right.
Right? And so for each person, that's going to look different. Would you agree?
Oh, 100%.
Right? And so if we're spending our time, catering to our clients because we already have the process down, then that resonates with an individual. Right? So that's just like if someone comes to me and say, hey, Shalaunda, I brought you these chocolates that I know you like. I'm going to remember that.
100. I hope you remember that.
I'm like, oh, I maybe mentioned it once or twice and you remember, right? But that just comes from me not being overloaded with, hey, what do we do next, right? And in this industry, things come up all the time, right? So we talked about being fire chiefs.
Yeah. Right?
So that gives a little bit more time to be able to problem solve.
Right.
Right.
So back to the goal. You were saying that you have a 5-year plan.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, each year I want to learn a little bit more, do better. First year learn, second year implement, and also learn what I still don't know, right? Because it's still, a little bit, right? I need clarity. Right? And I'm third year, I should be able to make sure I'm working the plan at this point.
Yeah.
Because I've implemented my strategies, have my priorities. I've learned what I needed to know. And from there, it's up. Right? By year 5, I should be able to, year 4 and 5, maintaining goals. At least maintaining or exceeding.
So do you have a specific goal for this year of number wise or just
as far as units sold or volume?
Yeah.
I don't believe in, and we went through this through our coaching, right? I don't believe in setting numbers as far as units or volume, because then I believe that that's a limiting belief. Because manifestation is real as well, right? So if I put out there, this year I want to sell 10 homes. What if I have the opportunity to sell more, right? Or what if I sell less, but still I do better? So
you're not tying the goal to a unit or a volume number? No, I'm not tying.
No.
So how do you know if you checked off that goal?
By the activities, being consistent, right? We talked about this before, Dylan. This is a people's business.
100%. We're not building anything. We're not creating anything.
Right.
We are in the relationship business.
We're in a relationship.
We don't sell homes. We are advocates for our clients.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day, right?
That's right.
I mean, and we've talked about this as well. Our clients can go buy a home themselves. They
Correct.
should not. It's like walking into court on a murder charge and not having or representing
yourself.
Please don't do that.
Don't do that.
But at the end of the day,
yeah,
it's more about the service.
it is.
It is all about the service.
It is. And so I feel like I've been called to serve because I was on my way to school for mortuary science. How did I end up in real estate? So.
But I think one of the coolest parts that like for me that I love a lot is when I get to hear people's stories of what they did before real estate.
Yes.
And like there's some certain career paths that are more of a natural fit to get into real estate, like a teacher.
Yes.
At the end of the day, I love this industry because I get to teach people. When I feel like I just had someone have it like an aha moment or say, wow, I did not know that, or wow, that really just expanded the way I thought about something. To me, that's like the coolest thing.
You guys should see how Dylan is lit up right now. There is so much passion and fire in his eyes. So
because I get so excited, like for me, and we talked about this on the big why aspect of things, but for me, I got into real estate because I love being in a sales job, but I don't look at it as a sales job. I look at it as more of a back to being an advocate or being a consultant.
Indeed.
My dad does insurance, right?
That's right.
So growing up, I mean,
shout out Dad.
Shout out David Moston. Growing up, because he's always done insurance since I was a wee little baby.
Okay.
I would sit in his office and I would just hear the way he talks with his clients, and I'm just like, he really watches out for their best interest. He acts like a lawyer in a way.
Right.
Right? He tells them the best case scenario, the worst case scenario, and where he really thinks it's going to end up.
Absolutely.
And to me, that was like, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. So, for me, it made sense when I got into this industry.
Okay.
But back to you, where you're like, I don't know how I ended up here.
So, how I looked at it is, at the end of the day, I've always been in the service-based industry, you know, from my first job and, you know, till now. And even on my path for, you know, to mortuary science and forensic pathology, it's all about the service and peace of mind, right? Working with someone, ensuring that they have a peace of mind at the end of the day, pride, dignity, and they can walk away with or be laid to rest. It's worry free, right? And that I can influence someone in their journey in any type of way, right? And be a positive influence to someone.
Right.
Right. So that's really what it's been for me.
Let me ask you this. If you can describe your business in 3 words, how would you describe it?
Like no other.
I love it. So expand on that.
Tell me I was going there, Dylan.
Tell me a little bit more about what that means to you.
Well, to me, it means when I first came to Keller Williams and interviewed with our team lead, and we discussed, hey, what is going to make you different in business? Like, how are you going to stand out? And I said, well, me, of course, right? Not to sound cocky or be overly confident or anything like that. But I know that from experience that you don't find many people like me, and I haven't found anyone, right? 110, 12, 30% committed, you know. I love, if I'm going to do it, like we said on the first episode, I'm going to do it wholeheartedly, right? And so, and how I do it is authentic to me, all right? That's the only thing I can really, I'm gonna say, but that's, even you could apply that, because you do business the way that works well for you.
Correct. And that's why I am a big advocate in my business for telling my clients, every agent works differently.
Mm-hmm.
The goal is the same at the end of the day, whether you're buying or selling or investing.
That's right.
Right? That does not change.
Correct.
What does change is that process.
Yes.
What does that process look like? What's the communication with that agent?
Yep.
And is that in line with how you are as an individual?
That's it.
Because I know for me, I don't want every client. And not every client wants me.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
And the pause there was, because, oh my goodness, I 100% agree with you. And as much as I love people and working with people, I still have a life to maintain, right? And I'm a firm believer in energy. Never destroyed, but transferred.
Mm-hmm.
And let's be honest, right? Everyone is not like-hearted.
No.
Or like-minded.
No.
So, just like you have your preference, as clients, our clients have their preference, we should be able to align.
Correct. And that's where I think that initial meeting is really important.
Mm-hmm.
Because that really determines if we're a really good fit to work together or not.
Yeah. And I think too, for me, Dylan, if again, just being honest, transparent, and things like that, I want to be able to have a good time when I do business.
100%.
So, my goal, year 5, is, hey, to have a good time. I've put in the work and the effort now so that I can enjoy the days later.
Let me tell you about something about Shalaunda. She is non-stop working. Non-stop. There's times I'm calling her at 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night. She's like, yeah, I'm still working. I'm like, what are you doing?
Just working.
Non-stop.
Work first, play later.
100%. I mean...
But I want to get to the point where I can work and play at the same time.
Right. I mean, for me, work-life balance...
No.
I don't believe in it. I really don't.
Tell me what you mean exactly. Work-life balance, is that what you said? You don't believe in it?
I don't believe in it.
Why not?
I don't think it's always going to be balanced. Especially in a line where you're an entrepreneur.
Let's hear more.
I want to say, I think for entrepreneurs, there's a lot of struggle in that beginning.
Yes, in the beginning, I feel that's fair.
And I feel like, for me, I'll speak on my experience, I got knocked down a lot. A lot. And I'm not saying that's going to stop happening, because that's just, I think, really something that happens to a lot of entrepreneurs. And I think the biggest asset as entrepreneurs that we have is the mindset.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm a big believer in everything happens for a reason.
Yes.
Whether we know it or we don't.
I agree, Dylan.
Right?
Yep.
So whether I lose a client, I get fired,
Mm-hmm.
my listing expires.
Yes.
It happened for a reason. I might not know that reason,
Mm-hmm.
but there was something that happened that it happened how it was supposed to.
There's a lesson in everything.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. So for me, like my first year, like I said, my goal was to sell one home, and I did hit that goal, thank God. Phew. But I got knocked down a lot of rejection, lots of it.
But those no's are one step towards that yes, right? Each no is just one step closer to that yes.
And that's how you have to think about
That's it.
Because if you held on to that negativity of saying, another no, another no, another no.
Right.
That's where you burn out of this industry really fast.
And so how I think of it, Dylan, if I can share my perspective, is I have family members who are in the auto industry, right? And when new cars are being engineered, those first couple of models, they always have little kinks.
Yep.
Right? And so that's how I see business as well. Those first couple of years, there's always going to be like some little kinks. Right? And so after a couple of models, we should be able to do this in our sleep.
Correct.
And that's the point that I want to get.
And I feel like you don't give yourself enough credit, because I feel like you're really sharp about it. I don't even think you know your potential.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Yes.
I know we can get hard on ourselves, but as far as your business and the way I see you running it,
Yeah.
let me tell you, you got that ship sailing, baby.
I appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
I appreciate
You're
it.
very welcome.
And I've had some success, right? I see my business as a consultant, service, and sales business. And when it comes to the consulting part, that's where I really thrive, right? I have had the opportunity to have multiple conversations. People reach out, load the pipeline just from the consulting aspect of the business.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, I appreciate it. But Dylan is the rock star.
Stop.
Dylan is a rock star, and I love it.
I appreciate it.
I've been able to watch Dylan from being, in the office, being office mates and colleagues like that. Like he said, whoever your coach is, what's your coach's name again? What's your coach's name? Your coach, your real estate mentor.
Jarvis.
Jarvis had a great job, right? Coming in to the office, sitting in the coachings and learning and implementing it. I wish I was in my 20s, because I feel like I'm not as sharp mentally to the point to where I can.
Not giving yourself enough credit.
It's not that, right? I'm a realist. I will be real with myself.
And that's fair. And it's okay
else.
to be real, authentic, right?
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I think the biggest strength in our lives is knowing what we know and knowing what we don't know.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? But
absolutely.
I just want to let you know, on an outsider's perspective,
yeah,
you're selling yourself short, babe.
What?
You're selling yourself short.
And that's okay, and I can see that perspective, because the way I think of it is, so many people, they hinder themselves because they have these this illusion, or that they're something. I'm not gonna say something, but we gotta be real with ourselves.
100%. I think the biggest thing, and like this is where I feel like my business took a turn for the best, is when I realized what my strengths were, what my weaknesses are, like a SWOT analysis.
Correct.
Right?
The opportunities and the threats.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
And then you go and apply that.
I knew what I was good at. I knew what I was not good at.
Indeed.
Because everybody has, I call it their superpowers.
That's right.
And there's things that they just are not great at.
Yes.
And I'm not saying I can't sharpen the stuff that I'm not good at. And I think as human beings, that's something that we should strive to.
Absolutely.
Right? But it's also important to know what works and what's not.
That's right. Yep.
So for me, like for example, cold calling was not my thing. I really tried it. I really did.
And you know what? It's funny that you mentioned that, because I have had opportunities just from cold calling. And it's the one thing that I do not like doing.
My first year, I compared myself to everybody and anybody. I was looking at their stats. I was looking at their
Really?
100%. 100%. And I was still having fun. I still enjoyed it, because I still set an expectation, though.
Yes.
As long as I close one unit, I'm happy. But I was comparing myself to other people who were years farther in the business to me.
Yes.
Had a way bigger book of business than me. Had a lot of repeat and referrals, and like I don't think as an individual that was fair of me to do to myself or even to them. whether they knew I was comparing myself to them or not.
Right.
Right? But at the end of the day, it was about me, and that's not fair to me.
No.
Right? Because that kills a mindset
Sure.
really fast.
Yeah.
Really fast. So for me, I had to take a step back because I hit a point where I'm like, I can't keep doing this. Because at a certain point, it's going to make me go crazy. I'm already crazy enough.
Listen. Never agree with you more.
Comparison is the thief of joy.
Oh my goodness. Can I say amen?
Amen.
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 I can totally agree. So let me ask you this,
Yes.
right? Once you realize your goals are realized and you've hit your numbers, what are a couple of things that you want for yourself? Far as, and this can be just, it could be material, like what are your plans? Are you going on vacation, traveling?
I really want to go on vacation,
Yeah.
and more importantly, I want to travel the world.
You know what? That's one of my goals. At the end of it all, I want to be able to just travel.
I want to see the world.
Yeah. Always said that 7 continents. I'm gonna check them all out. I know they say one of them we can't really it's not accessible.
Yeah.
But I'm going.
Right. Who's stopping you?
Yeah, I'm going. Just to let you all know so you all can be prepared. Yeah. So,
Nothing's stopping Shalaunda.
I'm coming. I'm going. So yeah.
I love it.
That's it.
I love it. But yeah, I mean, to me, it's more about. I mean, eventually, I want to get married. I want to have a big wedding. I want to have a great honeymoon.
Yes.
I'm getting into the next chapter where I'm ready to buy a house.
Yes.
You know, like this chapter, like it starts to get expensive, and
don't we know? I think everyone.
And like not anytime soon, but like I want to start a family. You know, I want to have kids, right?
Okay.
That all costs a lot of money.
Woo, child, if I can say so myself.
I was gonna say, listen, any advice?
So, for me, gotta travel the world. That's something that I've always wanted to do. In fact, I wanted to homeschool my children and have them come along with me, right? And so we travel the world together while we learn. Right, and so in addition to that, I have a 17-year-old this year, senior in high school. Next year, he'll be graduating, things like that. I want to make sure that he's just set up for life, to ensure that there's some things that I didn't learn until later on in life, with their education plans and things like that. That I didn't have set in place until, later on, as once they probably got later on in life, right? And so for me, it just brings me peace of mind. It'll bring me peace of mind to know that wherever they are, they're taken care of. That's it.
How do I want to word this? There is a word you use in your business, call it your marketing, and I think really like what you just said encaptures it all. It starts with an L.
Love.
Not
L-N-O? What else?
Legacy.
Legacy. Yes, it does. Thought it was love.
Well, love is always the answer.
Yeah, love is legacy in my eyes. So.
But from what you were saying, it's more about the legacy, and it's something that you can pass along to the kids as well.
Yes.
Whether they want to take that opportunity or not, right?
Yeah. No, they don't need to.
No, they don't need to.
But it'll be accessible for them.
It's there if they want it.
Right. Yep.
And I think that's the most beautiful thing that a parent could ever do for a kid.
And so, but not even that, right? Let's take a deeper delve into what the goal is. Right, I want to be able to service the world through community service initiatives and things like that. A partner of mine, we have a nonprofit that we have been discussing for years, probably since 2016, 17, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And just bit by bit, we're putting things together. So that's one thing that I like to see as well, come into fruition.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the nonprofit, or is it?
I cannot,
Okay.
Unfortunately. Again, it's me and a partner, right?
Okay.
We're going, yeah, so.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned, you guys. If it was just a me project, then I would be more than happy to disclose, but.
That's fair. Understandably
yes.
so.
Yeah, not at this time.
So when you, okay, I feel like because that's going to tap back more into the nonprofit. I was going to ask you,
Okay.
when you say service the world, tell me a little bit more about that. But does that go into the nonprofit, or is that kind of more your thing?
Yes and no.
Okay, tell me as much as we can.
All right, so what I can tell you for me, and I don't want to talk too much, is the way I look at being successful is through helping others. And I think that's it. I think that's where we'll leave it
Okay.
right now. Just right now.
Gotcha. So that's how you would define success, or that's just how you feel it?
No, that's how I defined it. How can I wake up and help someone else?
I love it. And because I see all your social media posts, and I see Facebook, Instagram, all that. And something that I feel like is a common theme with you is building that wealth journey.
Okay.
Is that fair to say?
I think that's fair to say. I mean, I probably would have. Knowledge is wealth. So it depends on how one defines wealth.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So
if you could leave your message, what would that message be?
just be great. Put your best effort forward in anything that you do. Imagine. Step out. Don't be ordinary. Be extraordinary.
Say that one more time.
Don't be ordinary. Be extraordinary. Because why not?
I love
Why
it.
not?
Why not?
We are who we are, no matter what the world thinks of us or your neighbor or anybody else. So be extraordinary. And that's it.
100%.
So.
No, I think that was beautiful.
Oh, thank you, Dylan. I appreciate it. But that's really just how I feel.
It's authentic. It's you.
So, yeah, that's it. I think that back to the episode, if there's one thing though, we want our viewers to walk away and understand, what would you say that would be for this episode?
As far as goals,
Mm-hmm.
everybody's goals are different. And you should not feel judged or judge others
Mm-hmm.
for the goals that they set for themselves.
Correct.
You don't know, you have never walked a day in somebody else's shoes.
Yes. Yep.
So who are we as individuals to judge somebody else for the goals that they set?
Ooh, it's a good book, and in that good book it says something about judging. So I totally agree. Totally agree.
That's something that I've carried on throughout my business.
Yes.
Is
And-
everybody has their own path.
And so to piggyback off that, having your own path, that's why I do what I do. Because no matter where you are in your path, I want to be able to meet you where you are, where clients are, where consumers are, and take you from there.
100%. I mean, something I always like to do is ask why.
Yeah.
Right? I seek to understand.
Yep.
I'll never judge. And And sometimes I think people think I'm coming off like as judgmental, but it's more just because I'm curious, right? I'm a curious being.
I've never gotten that from you.
Really?
Never.
Oh, then maybe I'm just.
Yeah, I've never gotten that from you.
Oh. Well, that's good to hear. I appreciate that. Thank you. Then maybe it's just my own self-limiting belief. But I really just I like to understand. Like, that's something that I think has projected me or shot me really to a level of success that I would define is because it's not surface level when I'm having those conversations. I really, something that I guess can be intimidating about me is that I'm, skip all the small talk. I really just want to know you. I'm her first time talking, I'm gonna be like, so tell me about yourself, what's your dreams, what's your aspirations, I really like to know people for who they are.
I love that.
I really
because
do.
I'm not the best at small talk, Plus, tell me about you. What's going on with you? What's the situation?
Right.
How do we get here? Where are we going from here? Things like that. We have to dive into the questions.
I think the thing that lights me up the most is when people talk about what their dreams are.
Yeah.
To me, I guess when I'm saying I hate small talk, what's your dream and where do you want to go in life?
Because we can't, the past is gone.
Yeah, no looking back.
There's no looking back. So, you can look back, but
yeah, you could acknowledge it that it happened, but you can't change it.
You can't change it. So
right.
Why are we looking back? We're here in the present. What can we do differently now to influence our future?
That's and when people have a great answer to that, in a weird way, it turns me on. I'm like, whoa.
Yes.
That's awesome. It excites me.
Yes.
When people get excited about their future.
And I think that comes with accountability. It's personal growth and development. It's having a true understanding of who you are as an individual, things like that. And just knowing what I find, which is funny, is that people are still, and again, not to judge, they're still self-discovering who they are.